when I got onto the scene, and I'm going back some years now, the two divers that were from the Port Authority that were trying to find the truck, they both ended up with decompression sickness because they were in the water too long, and they still never found the truck. And one of them was quite seriously ill in Dakar, you know, with the problems. You've got to know the score. And I've been doing it for, you know, quite a long time. Then I go down. The quickest I've ever found one was from leaving the surface to finding the truck 60 feet down, securing my safety rope to it so I could go back up and then put the heavy ropes down it. It was 8 minutes. And then I have to wait for the equipment and all the rest of it to do the job. That was, you know, a bit of a luck, just going straight down and getting onto the right point.
Any plans for you to offer training?
I have offered. That's one of the projects I mentioned to His Excellency and I were talking about. But I say I need to get back to him to progress the thing, because at the moment I'm the only one that can do this sort of thing. Even with all the divers I've known over the years, I don't know anyone that could do this sort of stuff.
It wouldn't be fair enough, of course, for you to just take this knowledge away and just leave them there. So you think, I mean, it's very important that you impart this knowledge.
It would be useful, yeah. Like the Navy, the Port Authority, the Fire Brigade with their rescue people in Bakau. Something could be and should be done to train a few divers up. But again, it's not going to be easy because I'm training them to, or I'm going to be training them to dive in dark water. So if they're at all claustrophobic or anything, they can have a problem. It's not just like you go on holiday and you spend a few days training to be a diver and you're fully qualified. You know, I work on the old school where you go through snorkel, you know, swimming before that. So you are a competent diver progressing all the way through. So if anything does happen, you're confident enough to handle it. And it's going to take a while and some high caliber people to, you know, students. But I'm looking forward to getting something going. So we just need the equipment and the go-ahead from, you know, the powers that be.
Did you make your intention known to the relevant authorities, for example, the Gambia Ports Authority, the Fire Service?
Yeah, there's letters gone out over the years.
I mean, over the years?
Over the years, yeah.
And still no response?
No, but say there was 4 or 5 projects that I spoke to with His Excellency when I met him in 2006. One was collecting all the dead vehicles, tyres, trucks, whatever that's around the countryside, putting them into a holding area, and then once there's enough, putting them onto the dredger, taking them out to a pre-designed or pre-designated area to create an artificial reef. And I was working closely with the NEA, Environment Agency, to do all this, and it was approved by the President and so on. But it's died a death because, you know, I'm only one man. I need support to do it.
It never got off?
It never really got off, no.
And what a great idea, because we've got a lot of debris around.
Well, on the AU summit some years ago that was in the Gambia, the day before, all the heads of state turned up, because you get all their representatives and so on, but before the kings and, you know, presidents and all that turned up, I got all my staff to go on the road between the airport and Banjul to clear all the rubbish, so there was no debris, no dead cars and all that. Cost me, you know, a fair bit of money, but which I didn't put in a claim for, as you were saying, making loads of money, no chance. But when the visiting heads of state came, they didn't see any dead cars, burnt out trucks, tyres. You know, I was using my car to go into the fields and so on, drag the cars to the roadside, and then I paid for another truck with a crane to lift all the stuff and take it away. So it was all nice and clear.
Are you onto waste management?
Not particularly, no.
No. Because I was going to take you to the Bakote site where there's this waste management areas where there's a lot of burning, especially in the evening.
Yeah, when that wind's blowing across the road. You know.
That is serious.
Yeah.
Right. Dave, you must have got your very good moments here, but at the same time, have you been offended one way or the other?
Not really, no. No.
But you've got some great moments here. Your work is part of it in a way.
Yeah, I get a lot of satisfaction from what I'm doing. You know, like working with the police, you know, the mobile traffic. Quite often I'll get to a scene or there's a car in a ditch. The last few weeks I've done a few vehicles that were in the rain ditches up by Nalwek at Westfield, outside mobile traffic, you know, on this side in the hole, and I pull them out and people say, oh, you never do that. And I get them out, I just put a big strap right over it, drag it out, push it forward, and it's clear, and then they drive it away. You know, because of the experience, because I've done all the heavy recovery and so on as part of my driving training, you know, the advanced courses.
At Land Rover One workshop, you got Gambians working with you.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're learning very fast.
Yeah, they're obviously under my supervision, and we've been going now for 10, 11 years, so I've got to be getting something right. They're not making any money, but you know, we're still there. But yeah, I train them, I teach them and so on, so they are very good.
One question I used to ask a lot of European guests who come on my program. What do you like most about the Gambia?
The people, the climate, the country itself, and the fact that I can do something to improve it, and with my background.
And may I finally ask you, what are your plans for the coming years?
I'm here. That's it. Till they bury me somewhere.
Dave, it's been a pleasure to have you on the interview. Thank you very much for coming.
My pleasure.
That was my guest on the interview, Dave Paget, alias Land Rover One. He is a merchant navy fighter. He is a licensee heavy goods vehicle instructor, works with the mobile police. He's also a diver. He's got a lot up his sleeves. Join me, Malik Jones, next time for the interview. Have a good night.
You're looking for a coach.
I
don't need a real coach. I only need the team so that I can shine at the Big City Bullets tournament.
50 push-ups.
I'll make sure this is between us. There's a former football star living right here in town. It means we found ourselves a coach. Okay,
Relax. Okay. The tanks are gone. As
soon as this was.
We saved your life in that.
Mukataran, animals. That is what those people are. If I had seen them coming, I was going to fly them.
Hey! Where are you taking us? Huh?
Relax, Pablo. Can you see strong?
I need a drink.
Pablo, guess what? Ndiye,
Ani.
the former football hero, Bomba.
Ha! So you want us to be coached by a useless drunkard like him?
Eh?
He has been drinking. I'm sure he's different when he's sober.
The man is a lunatic. Did you see? He almost knocked me down. Huh?